So turn down the lights, lock the door. It's time for DJ's After.
Hey everybody, Danny J here along with Rob Cannon, Dr. Rock Ray Thomas.
I'm sorry, man, but you got to go. You got to get out of here. Good, we're talking. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Good morning, people. All right.
Eddie. What's up, Eddie?
Oh, what's going on?
Eddie's at his studio back there in Hollywood.
Yes. Yeah.
And Dr. Rock is in my studio office.
In studio.
God, it's such a thrill to be here.
We're in the studios of Canon Entertainment.
Make sure you go on DJB Productions on YouTube, subscribe. You can check out all the episodes right there, along with other episodes of That Way Cool Wrestling Show.
That is so cool.
You can also go on to Spotify, Google Play Music, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Caster, Radio Blast, and much, much more. Listen to us right in your car. This show sounds great when you're driving home from work.
Yeah.
It does. It does.
Dan listens to it all the time.
I do.
And if he's not listening to that, he calls me.
I call him up.
Yeah.
And he takes his hands off the wheel accidentally when he gets pissed off. Almost hit a wall.
This is no joke.
Go ahead.
This is no joke. Dan actually calls me on Google Hangouts.
Google Hangouts, yeah.
Right? And he's talking to me and driving. And he's looking down at the phone, like trying to see. And I'm like, dude, keep your eyes on the road. You're going to get killed.
Look like planes, trains, and automobiles as we're driving down the road.
It's cool because like you live out like a childhood dream. Now that you have like Google Hangouts and stuff
It's
like
like
that.
a toy.
It's like being Knight Rider when you're in the car. You know what I mean? I'm like,
That is correct, Dan.
That's more Siri.
You know.
Hey, Siri, how do you get to here?
you know.
And Siri, basically.
One thing I wanted to make a mention of. We're actually Siri's
I said,
coming
hey,
over.
Siri. She came on.
One thing.
Cancel Siri.
One thing that we wanted to talk about quickly. We're actually a couple weeks late at this point. We lost a legend a
Yeah.
couple weeks ago, which
I'm
was
still alive.
which is
I know you worked out the contract problem. I'm here.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
the bandit himself, Burt Reynolds, we lost.
Yeah.
82 years old.
I know. I can't believe he.
It's funny.
actually died.
It's a sin because sometimes you forget that these people are alive, and then all of a sudden they die. And I'm like, oh shit!
Can I tell you a true story? This is no lie. I was recently just thinking about Burt Reynolds, and the day he died. No, seriously, the day he died, I said, "Hey Siri, how old's Burt Reynolds?" And Siri replied, "I think." Hold on. Hey Siri, how old's Burt Reynolds? Bitch ain't answering.
That's why we do what we do.
She's like, I don't know. He's dead. No, he's
She's
she said 82. Well, the point of my story is that I told my wife, I said, you believe Bert's 82? And she's like, yeah, he's that old.
Burt
And
Reynolds
then-
died September 6th, 2018 at age 82 in Jupiter.
Thank you.
In Jupiter.
Jupiter.
I thought it was on Earth.
I thought like on the planet.
I knew he was going there. Thank you, Siri.
I do have a Burt Reynolds story, though, all kidding aside. When I was in high school, and
Well, wait,
Yeah.
let me finish this one. And then
I want to hear his shitting story. Is the
so-
shitting?
So anyway, I said that to my wife that morning. Later that day, she's on her Facebook while I'm driving. She goes, oh my God. I said, what? She goes, Burt Reynolds died. I said, I just brought that up earlier. And it was like an intuition thing.
It was like an intuition thing. You had the shitting.
So what I'm saying
In
is,
reality, Lisa was like, does
I
it matter
haven't-
what
but I
age his
haven't
Burt was?
talked
Do
about
you pay
Burt
him too?
Reynolds. No,
Do you pay him too?
I was thinking back when my turtle died when I was younger.
So anyway, tell your story about Burt Reynolds. I'm
Just
sorry.
real fast, because can I give a plug where I went to high school? Is it all right, or is there a problem? All right. I went to Marple Newtown, and Burt Reynolds was actually dating a girl that was a couple years behind me. She was Penthouse Pet of the Year, and I will not bring up her name, but I do remember that. I went out with her for like 3 years, and she was out of Marple Newtown.
Bring up her name. She's probably dead too.
You know this.
I'll just say Susie.
I was watching Dr. Rock on the monitor, and it
Yeah.
looks like a Chinese movie because he's talking and his mouth is.
It moves so much faster. What he's saying.
Who, me?
Yeah, when you're talking.
Yeah, but it's like oral sex in 3D.
Yeah.
That's what Joanne said.
Yeah.
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 Anyway, you know, Ray, well, you're a doctor.
She told
Sorry.
Danny J. She said you can.
Please call me Rob, Sir Dr. Rock. Like
We're
Paul.
actually broadcasting from your place. Dan, right now, he's getting ready to run up to be with your wife. Well, we got you here tied up. See?
Don't worry, he'll be back in like 4 minutes. I'm not worried about it.
Joanne said, yeah, I came.
4 minutes. Yeah, that's 3 minutes to get it.
My wife was still walking with a very definitive look. I got here late. All right.
Joanne said, "Send."
Oh my God.
Eddie's going, goddamn, get me a map to Jersey. I gotta go. Go ahead.
Long time. He was like a major sex symbol,
Oh yeah.
and he actually.
Oh, I thought he was hot.
I mean, he was one of those guys that influenced a lot of people. I think he influenced Tom Selleck.
Yeah.
I think he influenced Tom Selleck.
They
And
actually act a lot alike in some ways.
and in wrestling, there was one of my favorite wrestlers from the 80s was a guy named Magnum TA, and he looked like Tom Selleck and Burt Reynolds together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But Burt Reynolds, and it's a sin to say, like you always think of like, what would happen if this happened and that happened. But yeah, probably yours.
It's not mine.
What happened was like Burt would have made like a great James.
Attorney. Go ahead.
I think he would have made a great James Bond. Burt Reynolds.
I think he would have been great at it.
I think he would have too. A lot of movies with him were really, really good, and you know everybody goes back to beat the Bandit. You know where he's smoking the Bandit.
Yeah.
But I mean, he was in a movie. I'm trying to think. It was in what was it? Was he in?
Cannonball Run.
Well, Cannonball Run's my favorite.
Right.
Because of the name, Cannon.
Yeah, that's exactly why.
Isn't that why you
because
wanted
it's
to
funny.
work for us?
Cannon, it takes balls, run.
In all honesty, too, when you think about Burt Reynolds, who was a great I guess for the day, action star, their definition of action back then or whatever. But as far as comedy stylings, him and Dom DeLuise were undeniable. You know what I mean? Like they were just so good together, and it was Cannonball Run was just a great movie.
I watched a show last night with him on. It was called Simply Bandit. It was the guy that was him and his stunt double they were friends for years.
He didn't do his own stunts.
Yeah, and the thing was with Burt Reynolds was I remember his very first TV show, like it was called Dan August, and he was a detective, and it was friggin' insane. But what's cool about Burt, though, all kidding aside, was he went out with younger girls, he went out with older women, he went out with Dinah Shore, he went out with Sally Field. I mean, he went out with Lonnie Anderson. He had a couple parking spaces.
Did he hit Goldie Hawn too?
No, because I don't think he had. I don't think he had Goldie that we know of. But maybe like
Burt Russell's been with Goldie Hawn forever.
What, in different movies?
No, just in ever. See, they're
they
like
date?
They date. They got kids.
I didn't know that.
They're together like 30-something years.
Are you serious? God.
Is it Rob Rip Van Winkle Cannon?
Yeah, right.
I freaking didn't know that. I saw.
Oh my God! They just made it. Didn't they just make it legal?
I did not know that.
They're one of those items where like
Rob fell overboard.
They're a Hollywood couple that have been together for like almost like 30 years, and you know why? Because they're not married.
During
yeah,
they were.
He walks. She sounds like a baseball card on a spoke.
Right. I mean, but they're not married. That's their key.
Oh, they're not married.
They're not married.
They're talking about getting married though.
At what point? Yeah. I mean, I'm sure Goldie Hawn is hitting the.
It's like Ed.
Her daughter is gorgeous.
Yeah.
Oh, Goldie. Yeah, absolutely. Kate Hudson.
Kate Hudson is hot.
I love Kate Hudson.
But and she was with the guy from Black Crowes.
Chris Robinson.
Yes.
Yes.
Player,
I feel like I'm doing trivia with you guys. I love it.
Who? The daughter?
Yeah.
I have no idea where that name came from.
Yeah, the last name.
Kate Hudson. I don't know where the Hudson came from.
But you know, and all kidding around, not kidding around, a lot of times, and I don't know, maybe you guys do, but I've been DJing a long time. I know roughly around the year it came out, but I don't know all the members of the band. Like a lot of guys know members of the band.
Yeah, I really had no reason to know the members of the band. Just play the fucking song and get it over with. Right. That's the way I always was.
But Matt Sunner,
what song are you talking
about?
Our buddy Matt Sunner, who was a DJ for us, he's a good friend of mine. He's moved away. I don't get to see him as often anymore because now he's down in the Carolinas. But
we'll do a show for him for free.
He yeah. But he knew everybody and their roommates and fucking dogs. How about it? And
he did.
He knew their side projects, and I'm like, and as far as a DJ is concerned, and he was someone that modeled himself after
Harry's like that too.
Matt was a guy who wanted to be on radio.
Yes,
and that kind of knowledge and that kind of memory and stuff like that.
He would have been a good radio.
That would have been a great radio.
Yeah.
It's much like a Pierre Robert and stuff like that, where you just know a lot of shit.
Pierre.
But you do a public event,
Right.
You're playing Neil Sean from Journey's fucking side project with his cousin. Nobody fucking wants to hear that shit.
Or
you
know
what I mean?
it. Yeah.
Or know it or whatever.
What the fuck is this?
What the fuck is this? You know.
I mean, Matt was.
I'll be honest with you, Dan. The part of the problem is today nobody's got any musical history of where anything comes from anymore.
Exactly.
I agree with that.
How many actual artists come out of Philadelphia? People don't even realize that. You know,
No.
You know, a lot of artists. I don't know as many today though,
No.
but back in the '60s and '70s, we had a lot of artists.
No, we have a
How
lot
about,
of,
Oh, you had Billy Paul.
how about
killers.
Aretha dying, Dan? We didn't talk
yeah,
about her
Aretha
either.
died. And the funny thing,
Rob, give her a little respect.
funny thing about Aretha
Yeah.
dying, and it's not funny that Aretha died.
No,
No,
it's not funny.
I'm not saying that.
this shit ain't funny, man.
The woman was huge and she was old, so that's a cocktail of death.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, okay? But it's not funny that she died. But what's funny is at her funeral, and I'm sure a lot of people have seen this. It's on social media, like out the ass, is where you see the love of my life, Ariana Grande.
Oh,
Who got in trouble last week because somebody grabbed her tit. That was nuts.
Well, what was happening was, and I could do the same thing because Rob's tits
They
are
saw
about as
me
big
do
as
that?
hers.
Wait,
No, you had your mask on.
I didn't mean to.
She's singing there, right?
Through the
And
TV.
Bill Clinton's right up front, right? And bless Bill Clinton. I
Was
love,
he smoking a cigar?
dude. I love Bill Clinton.
I
Bill,
did not have sex with that.
Bill Clinton was getting blown while doing work for our country.
Yeah.
That's a multitasker.
Yeah.
Ed, that's why you're not working right
Or-
now. Because you
or-
turn
That's
out,
why you call coming and going.
Or was Hillary doing the work?
Hillary wasn't doing shit.
Hillary was buying
But
pantsuit.
like, what's the name sitting there? He's sitting back and he's just smiling because you know why? Because he's looking at that gorgeous ass of Ariana Grande.
Which is actually on the internet.
It's on the internet. You can find
Oh,
it.
my God.
It's a great song. I forget what song she sings, but it's an Aretha Franklin song.
Right.
And she does a great
Made
job.
me feel like a natural woman.
I think it was natural.
Yes, that's
I
what
think it was.
She has
Yeah.
a great voice. She does it. I mean, in all kidding aside, she has a great voice.
Can I just tell you something real quick?
Yes.
That skirt was way too short. Oh my lord! For
It was not way too short. It was way too long. Because
I understand, Dan. Definitely understand.
that girl, I think, is only about 5'1".
They were
Wow.
skirting the issue.
My God, does she have a set of legs on her?
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
And so she sings, and like Jesse Jackson's there, like, oh, look at this, you know, pretty mama, you know. Like,
Oh, the Lord and shit.
he's got Clinton over there, like, oh, back in the day, I would hit that. and
Wait, I want to hear your Clinton.
you want to hear my Clinton again?
I thought that was Bill.
Hey, Jesse, let me tell you something. Back in the day, I would have nailed that.
And now the night I still do.
Clinton with a little woodcock.
With a little woodcock in him, right?
Yeah.
I do not have sex with that woman.
I'm enjoying it. I turned the volume down. I'm like, I don't even want to hear you fucking sing, girl. I just want to see you walk around. And the girl's got everything. The girl's gorgeous. She's got a fantastic body. She's funny. She's the girl. That's the be all end all. That's the coup de grace. That's your swan song. You get Ariana Grande. So the priest comes up and he gets her and he's got her like this. And he's got her tight like this. And his hand, right?
Right. Yes.
This is her boob. And
It got nipply.
right here. And he's like
I'm
almost
starting to like it.
and
Hold on.
no, he's a
Couple
black
of-
guy. He's a black guy, but his knuckles are white knuckling this motherfucker like this, right?
I see that.
And they're focusing in. The video's focusing in on this guy like grabbing her fucking chest, basically. And he's talking shit. And he kind of said a funny thing. He said, when I heard Ariana Grande was going to be singing here, I said, what's that, a new menu for Taco Bell? I kind of laughed at that. And I'm like, dude, this guy's really fucking trying to get on this bitch, right?
Yeah.
He wasn't letting her go. And she's like, because she's like, you know, she's being nice, but
Yeah,
she's
she
probably saying like,
probably
dude,
having
you need to back it the fuck up,
Yeah.
you know.
Old man, get off me.
Because she's
Yeah, right.
she's dating a young guy from SNL, Saturday Night Live.
Oh yeah, she's
Right now.
dating that weird
Pete
dude.
Davidson.
Weird looking dude, which
He's
gives
funny as
everybody
shit.
it gives everybody if that dude who's funny as shit,
He
but
is funny.
he's goofy looking.
He
if
is
he could,
goofy.
If he could be dicking fucking Ariana Grande, anybody has help.
We don't know if they're dicking.
It's like Mick Jagger.
They're
Come on,
dicking, right?
He's not the most handsomest man, but
Right. There
gets
is
a
no
lot of
way in
booty.
hell that I'm saying hello and meeting her for the first time and not having my dick in that in 30 minutes. There's
Right.
no way.
It's like Rob driving some girl to a job.
And that's even if I'm getting arrested afterwards. Yeah. Or a stick to the shin. Once something's happening, that dick's going in. I'm just letting you know.
All right.
He's kidding, folks. This is all joking.
Poor Eddie. Somebody's going to have to get him at the finish.
I have no way of getting to New York.
SUV's coming for him.
Yeah, right.
I mean, do you remember Rob's old man? It looked like something out of the 70s with the disco ball hanging down. Reminds me of that shit.
Maybe
I'm calling the cops on this one.
Elliot's going to come back and he's going to arrest him.
It's going to be prison after dark.
Hello, Mr. FCC. Go ahead.
Oh, God.
The EdCC.
Hey, stop it.
Eddie, where are you going today, buddy? Tell us where you're going.
We are going down Atlantic City today.
Are you going to gamble?
Yeah. But that's not why we're going down.
Any slots?
Can't believe it, my career right now.
Actually, today, well, it's pouring raining right now, so I don't know what's going to go on. But today is the Miss America Shoe Parade, and my niece is going to be performing in that parade.
What is it? The Miss America what?
It's called the Miss America Shoe Parade, where they stand on top of the cars and they stick their leg out with the shoes on.
So what we're celebrating is Miss America shoes?
Yes.
So it doesn't matter who the fuck you are. I mean, I can go up there and put a Miss America shoe.
No, you got to have your banner on, and they go like this here. Look,
Just be careful standing on top of the car.
right? And they
The
stick
rain.
their leg up like this with their shoe on.
Look at them
Nice.
stems.
Hey,
He's got some legs.
hey,
Ed, you
hey,
see?
let's see the legs again.
That's all it is. And,
Ed's showing us he's got a leg to stand on.
then they're like different
Ed wears shorts. Remember that?
Yeah.
Ed wears shorts.
That was a big commercial, man. There were some really pretty women on
Remember
there.
that? What was that one with where it had the butt and went ching ching
Oh, legs.
legs? But was it legs?
Hosiery.
Right. And it had the little coolie,
Right, and we move back and forth.
and it was like ching ching.
Yeah.
At least you didn't call her a tomato.
Hold on, I'm going to have to excuse myself.
My
I'll be
dad's
back.
a banana. Bananas. It's funny though, because my daughter, my youngest, well, both my daughters hang with my dad, their grandfather. But like at the house, it's my dad and my mom's brother lives there with my dad. So they're 72 and 76 apiece, right? So they're these two old Italian men that my daughters are with, and my Ava, God bless her, she just goes in her own world and she's done, But Bella like is interacting with them. So we're down the
Saying,
shore.
shut the fuck up.
We're
Pop
down the
up.
shore, and this guy's walking down the street. We're coming from the boardwalk, and this guy's coming down the street with these two ladies on his arm. He has one on this side, one on this side, right? So my daughter, at the time, she was 11 years old. She goes, "Look at this guy with these two bananas." I started cracking up, laughing.
Oh,
Kinda
I had to say, she might
75-year-old
say
man.
Ellen.
That was fantastic.
Oh, man. Your daughter said that?
Yeah, she's look at this
man.
guy with these two bananas.
2 bananas.
No, she said, no, look at this fella. She said,
Fella.
"Look at this fella with these
Hey, fella.
bananas." We started dying.
Fella.
Fella.
Stop it, Robbie.
Very old fashioned.
Yes.
Oh, God. She goes up to the DJ.
But
Excuse me. Can you play In the Mood?
But my youngest daughter, though, is me with tits and a cooch. I mean, that's what it is. She is me. So you imagine, like, you see
I want to
this,
thank
right?
you guys for the last show
Yes.
today.
Right? And then now it's a girl, and it's saying the same fucking shit. In the same manner. in
We'll
the
have
same
her
way.
on the show soon.
It's like saying I see my dad through Google Ties, Google Podcast.
When
Thank
I
you for being
retire, Bella J's taking over.
there. Nice.
It'll be Bella J.
And don't worry, Rob will still be DJing.
Probably will. We'll be in Ed's
No.
studio in the bathroom at Denny's.
Okay, Sonny.
I'll get a skillet.
Now I'm going to introduce the bride and groom.
Ray's gonna be over there on the mic. Yeah, this is Dr. Rock, and Ed's gonna be like, "That's my penis." Let it go.
All right, yeah.
All in the same studio.
But remember, Ed, Ed, can you hear me? Eddie, are you still there?
Yes, I can hear you, Robbie. Go ahead.
I'm fun.
But what a funny thing that was.
Yeah, that was so funny.
But yeah, Ariana Grande, dude, she's something, dude.
Yeah, very pretty.
Do you think we could get Ariana to play Dan's birthday party or something?
Taylor singer, Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift, I can't listen to her at all. I'll be honest.
It bothers me because
I- Yeah, I'm not going to deny that she's talented, but it's
Just
not
like
for
Justin.
Me. It's not
the
for
Beeb.
me. It's
Beeb.
not. It's just not for me. And
Really?
like people, well, you know what it is? People say, "Oh, well, Taylor Swift, she's so talented. She wrote her first song when she was 6." I'm like, yeah, and it sounded like a fucking 6-year-old wrote it. I mean, it doesn't mean
but
that
the thing is with Taylor, she was a country singer, and she was a good country singer.
Right.
And she kind of threw her back away from country as if to say, I'm the new pop princess. That's what I can't stand about her.
Well,
But
you know
she's
what
good
though?
at it.
You know what though? Her music is hot. Everybody wants it. I don't necessarily like it or whatever. She's grown up though.
Yeah.
As far as a physical person,
Some guy groped her ass for $1.
that is a sexy bitch. I'll tell you right now.
Yes.
It was coming from back when I was.
I would
still
show
old.
a video of her, but we're not allowed.
Back when I was still old.
I was going to think the same thing. I was going to pop a video on there, but
Back when I was still old.
Yeah, stick to the jack-o'-lanterns.
Our thing was 20 years ago was Britney Spears.
Oh yeah.
Oops, she did it again.
Oh my
And
God.
again, and again, and again, and again.
I did it again and
Ray,
again and again and
Ray,
again.
who was before Britney though? Who was the big pop star?
Debbie Gibson.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Debbie Gibson and Tiffany.
Tiffany.
Have you seen
wasn't
Tiffany?
as big though.
Have you seen
Yeah,
Tiffany?
she's big.
And Playboy.
She looked good. Have you seen
Didn't
Tiffany
she
now?
get heavy though?
I saw her standing there.
You know what got heavy? Her tits.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, is she a sexy redhead? Look at. Go on Google.
Didn't she?
Go on Google and look her up right now. You don't have to put it on here.
She's got the legs in the cooch.
Here you.
Oh my God. And then they did a, what do you call it? They did a get me on the internet.
You're on.
Oh.
Just there.
Oh, right there. And then what happened was they did a movie on Sci-Fi Channel where I don't know, it was like dinosaurs or some stupid shit.
Was
But
it
it was-
Sharknado?
No, it was something as good as that.
Okay.
And it was Debbie Gibson and Tiffany in the same fucking movie.
oh,
They were like rivals, which is funny because they were music rivals, you know.
Yeah.
What do I want to care? Google.
Dan's googling.
Don't laugh. The thing about Debbie Gibson was she was talented, though. Her songs were good.
Oh yeah, her
Yeah,
songs
yeah.
were definitely hot. She was very pretty too back then. She's
Very
still
pretty.
looking,
Yeah. She was.
right?
Oh yeah, I mean she's good looking now.
Yeah. I mean,
No lie. I mean, she's-
Dan hit it.
I wish I hit that. Are you kidding me?
Oh, how about your thing about the pass, Dan? The
About
wife
what
giving
pass?
you a pass. The pass for
Pass?
Oh yeah,
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 like a hall
yeah, yeah,
pass.
yeah. How much time we got here? No, we're gonna save out.
Not long enough, David J. Not long enough.
like 5 minutes, not that long.
No, save it for next year because I got a couple passes. I got multi passes.
multi.
Ed's in the background screaming, "We're going down Route 9. We're going down Route 9."
42.
42.
She knows that Dan ain't going there. That's why.
That's exactly why. Let me see a recent
Oh
picture.
yeah.
Here's a recent picture of her. I
Yeah, but
think.
they can't see it. So
They don't have to see it.
But something tells me Dan's going to explain it.
What I'm explaining is
I
this.
could have shared it.
Here
on
is
ours,
this
but-
thick redhead who needs to get it really big.
Wait, is that her currently?
That's
over?
her currently. That's probably within the
Oh, she
last
looks pretty
5-10
good.
years.
Wow.
Look at this.
Tiffany?
Look at that. Tiffany looks good, dude.
Oh yeah.
I'd fucking turn it on.
Oh my.
Saw her standing there.
Yes, you
Well,
may.
now I know who that is.
Hey Olivia, how you doing? Olivia Benson here.
Does anybody remember where Tiffany used to play when she came out with that record? What did they promote her in?
Pulsations.
Close. She used to play the malls.
Yes. Like, oh, there you go. There's a good recent picture.
Uh-oh.
Got a gun.
I think Olivia's coming in, Dan. You better stop saying who you want. Yeah, the
There's
problem
a
is,
good. Look at this. Look at this.
The problem is Dan keeps on talking about how he wants to hit this and hit that and the way he wants to do it. This is Law and Order, my friend. Hi,
We
Olivia.
went from Burt Reynolds to Tiffany. That's how sick we
She's
are.
young, Tiffany, but man, let me tell you something. She grew and got hotter as she got older. She's about, I think she's like a year or two older than me. So she's in her mid to late 40s. But man, does she look good.
Check out Dan's new show next week called Hot Women That Get Me There.
Live from Graterford Prison.
Right. Is it shower time, boys?
There's a big black guy saying, I want that white boy over there. Right, Dan?
Yeah.
Hopefully, it'll be one of your wrestling friends.
Yeah, right.
Between Eddie and his shoe thing in Atlantic City and Danny with hot women that get me there, I hope to God Joanne's home when I get there.
Oh yeah, I got pictures of Joanne.
Oh God!
Like, hey, Joanne.
It's a sin when football season starts.
And then I did. I cut her mouth out of the picture, and I put my thumb like this, and I go, "Hello, Danny J. How are you?" Like this.
Did you have your little finger?
I go, hello.
Welcome to Depravity Plus every day,
I'm
guys.
sure that Joanne ever listens to this show. She's going to say, Ray, sit down for a second. I want to talk to you in the kitchen.
Right, you're not going there.
Right.
Ray,
Ray, don't ever let that fucking kid over this.
Time for us to dance over here.
Oh my God, we look like sprockets.
Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Eddie.
Yeah.
Eddie. Who is it?
I can't hear it. Turn it up. Axel F.
Who is it?
Axel F.
No.
No, play it again, guys.
First of all,
hold on.
wait,
Hold on.
Stop it for a second. Stop it.
Yeah.
First of all, Ed, you have two giant fucking trash cans on your head. And you couldn't hear that it's blowing out my fucking.
No, I'm deaf, dude. I can't hear a goddamn thing. I don't care if you
I
stand.
know what it was.
All right.
We're 10 miles away.
It was Rocket by Herbie Hancock.
Right on.
Yeah, thank you.
Hancock.
All right, Eddie.
I turned it off.
We were gonna have a
Next week, can we get Eddie bigger headphones?
Yes.
You
Anyway.
get him any bigger? Be like two speakers on his head.
Talk about headphones. Look at the size of the things on your head, Dan.
Yeah, with that.
They're huge.
I can hear though. But he have like two speakers.
Ah. All right.
Cord holding it around his head. Fucking Ed.
Bungee cord.
Ed,
Oh,
before we
God.
go, do you have any news, Ed?
I have nothing. You don't give me
You know what I love about him? He's honest. I got a goddamn fucking nothing.
And I say to him, Ed, we're all gonna go. We're all gonna do like a little thing where I want to see what everybody brings to the table to bring to the show. And Ed says that exact same phrase. I have nothing.
nothing.
That's why next week's show is going to be called "We've Got Nothing."
We got nothing.
I just haven't had time this week.
Pretty good. What we're going to talk about, and I can't take credit for this as an original thing because I did this on another podcast that I'm on, which is called Thug Wives, on the Big Vito brand on YouTube. I do that podcast along with my wife and a couple other people, Harlow Lagrasso, Vito Lagrasso, and a girl named Foxy, who was they were professional wrestlers and stuff like that. But we do Thug Wives, and we did our spouses passes, and we went around the room and we had, and I had
everybody could do that.
Yeah.
Any show.
yeah. I'm not just saying it's an original idea because we just did it like
No,
last
but
week.
you know what?
But I do want to do it
Everybody's
next
did
week.
that.
I do want
I'm
to do
sure.
it. I do want to do it next week on next week's show. We'll go around and think about it, guys. What and Ed,
Ed
this
won't
is
be here.
Ed. Oh, Ed won't be here. That's right.
Yeah, he
But
can't
Ed,
come next
we'll,
week.
Hold on, my cell phone's ringing. Hi, Christine.
we'll have you
I'll stop over.
We'll have
Danny
you,
will be there for a half hour.
what's your things.
He's talking to Christine.
He's not Christine.
No, is that Christine again?
It was. I'm sorry.
Guys,
no,
if my wife's past was Dr. Rock, I think I'd throw myself from a fucking building.
Well, I start flying.
Like, all the people. That's it. That's where you stop.
Anyway,
Settling is a bitch.
anyway, Eddie, thank you for being here.
Yeah,
And
thanks
we'll
for
see you
bringing
in a
nothing.
couple weeks.
Nothing.
We'll see you in a couple weeks, man.
And don't forget to bring back fudge and saltwater taffies, buddy. Have a good time.
I will.
With it, I know.
Yeah.
I have a dinner at the Hard Rock tonight, so
Ed, grab shoes and run down the boardwalk
Try to catch the girls as they fall off the roof as it rains.
okay.
as you push them.
Oh, if it's raining, I'm not going to be outside. I don't like to get wet.
Yeah, dude.
I went out with so many girls that said that exact line right there.
Now that we're at Google Hangouts, why don't you have somebody else go in your place and then just do it live so you can see it through the phone?
Can't do that.
Not get red.
Can't do that.
You can't do that.
No.
You think
Ed, how about you
Ed,
call
is this
My
kid
niece
really
is
like
actually
you?
looking forward to seeing me. What's that?
This is your niece, right, Ed?
Yes, my great niece.
Your great niece. Does she even like you?
Yeah, she loves me.
Eddie, are you saying that she's your great niece because she's great, or she is your great niece?
She is my great niece.
All right, my friend.
It's my niece's daughter.
I got you. I'm right there with you.
That's like
Eddie
far
go.
removed. That's far removed. I have a great niece.
Eddie,
Actually, Maddie and myself were closer than I was with Lisa, because we were, our whole family's very close. You know that, Dan.
This is a Maury Povich show.
I know. I heard they're starting up the new group, the new kiddies on the block.
This is going to turn into This Is Us.
Yeah.
All
right, Eddie.
This isn't the Maury Povich show. Ed,
Wrap it up.
Ed, enjoy your
I
day.
am not the father.
Thanks for joining us for your nothing.
Yeah.
Thanks for the news, Ed.
With a studio,
Eddie,
From the studio.
virtual studio.
I love you, Eddie.
Remember, go on DJB Productions on YouTube. Subscribe. Check out all the episodes. You're going to get advanced episodes on there as well. Go on the podcast formats, including Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Google Play Music, Caster, Radio Blast, and much, much more. And as always, go to djbproductions.com. Go to canonentertainment.com. And for my sister show, you can go to thatwaycoolwrestlingshow.com.
Is that your sister? The show?
Sister.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're so sexy.
So, I'll tell you what, that Ariana Grande. But for Rob Cannon, for Dr. Rock Ray Thomas,
Call me
and
sir.
the ever leading,
He wants you to call him sir.
and the okay, and the
Oh,
nothing,
goodbye.
nothing bringer,
Bye.
nothing bringer Eddie C.
Oh, leave Eddie alone. Eddie, I think you
Eddie,
bring
we
everything.
love you. We love you, Eddie.
Eddie,
Yeah.
we got a little homework for you.
What's that?
Look up some news
Look up some fucking news.
for a show.
It's
or
your
two, you know?
goddamn job, gutter boy. Nah.
Do a live thing from the shoe on the roof thing.
Yeah, there you go, Ed.
Yeah, call us back on your cell phone. We could talk to you through that.
Okay.
Join us next week when Joey G will be on here.
I can get him.
Oh,
Yeah, good
dude,
luck.
I'm sure
He didn't
would
want to do
love
your
it.
show. He's going to do my show. Get out of here.
Yeah, right.
Who the fuck is he?
Anyway,
But anyway.
Eddie, we love you.
Yeah, for all you guys here, my name is Danny J.
Rob Cannon.
We'll
Dr.
see
Rock.
you. Eddie C.
Eddie.
It's a 2-name game. Yay.
All right. Thanks, folks.
Thanks. We'll see you next time. After dark.
After dark.
It's dark.
Looks like the sun's coming up. Was that as good for you as it was for me? Join us next time for DJ's After Dark.